Okay, let's think one, two, three. Okay, we're good now. Okay. Oh, okay, we're good now. Alright, let me get everything back up here. Okay. Okay, ads are going to start soon in less than 5 minutes. So let me at least get the game moved up here. So the first game that we're going to play here is called Agatha Christie. Und es the, is like Sherlock Holmes, but a bit later on. So Agatha Christie, Murder on the Orient Express. Okay. Okay, well. Okay. Again, our first Wayback game is called Agatha Christie, Murder on the Orient Express. One moment here, it's installing game files. Right, welcome back everyone. The school is almost done here. You guys should be able to see the picture better here. Um, Again, this tool is loading up because it's a tool test game. Okay, there we go. Alright, so yeah, give me one moment. Almost done loading up CD number 2 here. Let's try. Oh goodness, wow. Okay. Okay, let's see. Continue to top here. Right there. Okay. Getting disk 2 formatted. And then we'll be all good to go. Okay, disk 2 is installing here. Oh boy. In just a moment, it's almost done here and then we'll get started on the game. Right here we go. Oh, this is full screen. One moment here. There. Oh, okay, guess it's a game capture. Let's see here. Ah, there. Okay, let me hide something here. Okay, let's see. It should be a game capture. Let me try one more time.
In the house! You're surrounded!
Monsieur Poirot?
Okay, going to try one more time here. Ah, there it is. Ugh. Okay, there it is, finally. I can't fully start the game.
In the house! You're surrounded! If you don't walk out that door unarmed in 10 seconds, we open fire!
Oh,
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last chance! Okay! Perforate it, boys!
Monsieur Hercule Poirot is a personal friend of mine. He has done a great service of the most secret and international importance to the government of Turkey. Now, he is suddenly summoned by the Prime Minister himself to return to Great Britain at once. I dined with him only last evening and promised him that I, Marcel Bourg, director of the train company, assures his friend's passage aboard this evening's train. Take my friend Poirot in charge, Mademoiselle Marceau. Secure a compartment of the highest comfort, and see to his every wish. This office is depending upon you. Succeed, and I will consider the application for promotion placed on my desk week after week. Fail, and satisfy yourself with the position of clerk for the few short days you will remain in my employ.
Monsieur Poirot? All right, Antoinette. Here at last is the chance you've been waiting for. Your fate is in your own hands. Monsieur Poirot?
okay.
Buckets of dried figs, apricots, dates, raisins, and mulberry. I do not have time to browse. I must get to the station.
This fool tries to sell me a cleaver with no style or grace. Tell him which is the better cleaver for the hacking of meat.
The cleaver in your left hand.
Ah, here at least is one who knows fine forged German steel when she sees it.
Ever wondering if I just guessed hot 9? You don't want to, doll of a cleaver, but you do want the cleaver with quote-unquote curvature.
Olive oil, molasses, and fruit preserves.
There's a goat.
What is that goat eating? Barrels of olive oil. Monsieur Poirot?
Now see here, Foscarelli, I've done my fair share of traveling. I'll tell you, Kataya tiles are the finest made in Turkey.
And I tell you, it is the enamel tiles from Iznik. These are the oldest and the most beautiful of the Ottoman Empire.
Well, they are quite impressive, to be sure, but the Kataya tiles are more beautiful. I'm sure there are examples sold here in this bazaar that would prove my point.
Gentlemen, please, may I get by?
What have we here?
Young lady, settle the dispute. You know the famous enameled ceramics?
Yes, of course, I live in Istanbul, but...
We have to wait here for our porter. Find us an example of a Kataya tile.
Oh, you think?
Just borrow them for a second. No need to buy any.
Really? Okay.
How dare you ask me such a question?
It's the principle of the thing, miss.
I don't have time for this.
Then permit us to continue the debate without you.
Boxes of tea from barrels of...
So we have to settle a debate about tiles. Really? Tiles.
This stall displays intricately hand-painted Kataya. The merchant is watching that man quite... Furniture and household goods. This stall displays fine hand-woven carpets and rugs. They look as if they truly might be able to fly like Aladdin's fabled carpet. Fine hand-woven. Fine hand. This merchant sells Iznik tiles. That isn't quite pottery. Well, I'll just borrow this, but something belongs here. That isn't pottery and artifact. This merchant's... This stall... I need to remember. This stall boxes of tea from Turkey and sail...
Ah, she returned.
Did you bring us a...
Or an easy...
Here are both. I prefer Iznik for their traditional decorative use in architecture, and Kataya for plates and bowls, but both are wonderful.
It is, of course, true what she says. The workmanship in both is exquisite.
Knows her own mind, I'll say that.
Thank you, young woman. Now we can turn our attention to more important things, like those fountains we were discussing earlier.
Okay, I need to bring those back. So let's just bring those back there.
Something belonged. This stall Something.
Oh boy, he told us the
I
bulk of
shouldn't
it.
interrupt.
Because we just both played. Ah, there you are. Oh, come on.
Let me pass.
Her Excellency has lost her parasol.
I beg your pardon, but I am in a great hurry.
Then you are an ignorant girl in
I expect she can buy another.
a parasol fit for a princess. Here, I think not.
You got to be kidding me.
I appeal to you, Princess. Please, let me pass.
Have you by chance seen my parasol? I've lost it. I can't think where I left it.
I haven't seen it. I'm sorry.
If you could help us look for it. I am not as mobile as I was at your age, and Schmidt would rather fast than make an adequate search. I would be very grateful.
Buckets of dried fish.
No, we have to find a parasol. You've got to be kidding me. Okay,
Box of
parasol.
turkey. Every time I come to Sakeki, its beauty leaves me speechless. I'm not sure. I'm not...
You disappoint me, my dear.
Boxes
Parasol.
of tea. Boxes of tea. What is that? What is that? What is that goat? Barrels of... It is almost difficult to believe such an... What is that goat eating? Boxes of tea. Fine. Boxes of tea. Whatever they are.
What did we just get? Was it? Oh. Huh? Okay, right click, claim.
What is that goat eat?
Okay. Where is this?
Could this be the
But yes, Dankeschön, Fräulein. If your Excellency pleases,
Dankeschön.
report the train.
I still must buy a bracelet for my arthritis, Schmidt. There is ample time yet for the train. Let this helpful young woman pass.
There must be grain in that. Buckets of dry.
Oh, please, European miss. I have the train to Calais to catch, but I am so turned about in here. The heat, the foreign peoples. I pray for a guide, but it's frivolous and weak, and I know and God rightly
Oh, you godly kidding me.
If you'll come with me, I can take you to the train.
Oh, thank you. You are my guide. I am Greta Olsen, matron to a small missionary school near the port of Gemlik. I nurse and instruct the children who have lost their way.
Ah, she's just...
Make sure the statue is safely on board before departure.
Yes, Mr. Ratchet.
Who do they sell this pottery to?
Tourists, I expect.
Huh. Well, at least the dust looks authentic.
Oh,
Excuse
boy.
us, please.
Well, hello.
Please do not be stopping us. The train will be leaving without me.
French, right? Are you traveling with us this evening?
Yes, will you pardon us?
What's the rush? We have plenty of time. Fellow passengers and all. Plenty of time to get acquainted.
Must I summon the police?
No, there's no need to do that. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Pause. There we go. I'm clearly going to try something clearly. Talk about pathetic.
Sakeki is more than a train station. It is a work of art, all its own.
I love how it echoes. So
Marble
sweet.
floors, barely worn by the feet of thousands of passengers.
Okay, let me see here. Sorry. I just need to check. Okay. 25 minutes until outbreak. Okay, 25 minutes until outbreak.
Royalty, the rich and famous, and infamous have all walked these halls.
Mary.
Not now. Not now. When it's all over, when it's behind us, then...
Well, what are you waiting for? Don't let us stand in your way.
Interesting.
Sakeki is more than a...
Ticket, please. No one may board the train without a ticket.
I must be making an inventory of my possessions. Everything. It gets lost.
The time for talk. I have nothing more to say. I don't think she's... Passenger's baggage. I want...
But I must travel this evening to London. It is of the most importance. My friend, Monsieur Bou, director of the line, assured me of a room aboard the Calais coach.
I am sorry, monsieur. It is incredible. It is off-season, yet the world elects to travel tonight. Not a single room remains.
Pardon me, messieurs. I'm Antoinette Marceau from the Istanbul office.
Are you quite well, Mademoiselle Marceau? You are flushed and winded.
I'm fine, really. It was something of a chore to catch up to the train.
By the train, it does not move.
Mademoiselle, please tell the gentleman the Calais coach is full.
I work for your friend.
Of course.
I would have known you anyway. I have a passion for crime.
You enjoy the study of it, I hope, but not the committing.
Oh, the study, the gathering of clues, the questioning of suspects.
Merely what the Americans call the footwork.
Legwork, I believe, monsieur.
As you say, I prefer the detection that occurs here. The little grace area.
My scrapbook contains many accounts of your cases. That mysterious affair at Styles, the death of Roger Ackroyd, the noted businessman, Lord Edgware's murder. But forgive me, I'm rambling.
It is of the greatest
What is your name?
Pierre Michel, mademoiselle.
I've seen your name on reports. Your record with the company is excellent.
Thank you, Mademoiselle Marceau. I always strive to do my very best for my passengers.
Then strive now, Michel.
Perhaps Monsieur could sit up in the salon car for the beginning of this journey?
Please give Monsieur Poirot room 16.
It is taken, mademoiselle.
But number 16 is always kept in reserve for such emergencies.
Nevertheless, tonight it is occupied by an American gentleman, a Monsieur Hardman.
He does not sound like someone to be trifled with.
We must find a room for Monsieur Poirot.
Mademoiselle, if I could construct an additional compartment, I would.
Let me see your passenger manifest, please.
I have an extra plan of the Calais coach with all the passengers listed. Take it by all means. As you can see, every room is filled.
There are extra beds.
Only two. In Mr. McQueen's room, but he has paid for a single. And Miss Olsen's room, but I hardly think Monsieur Poirot.
No, merci. I would not think of it.
Of course.
Good day, monsieur.
Can you assist me?
Okay.
Passengers' baggage, I confess. Supplies for the trains. At the moment, I think I packed so posters of
Totally
I should keep
here.
my immediate goal. I packed so quick posters of supplies for the
Okay, so Monsieur Poirot can share a bed with Monsieur McQueen. Or, put him with Miss Olson, who wouldn't mind him for one night. But he seems quite shy, of course.
Monsieur Poirot must share a room with Monsieur McQueen.
But Monsieur McQueen's employer paid extra for his secretary's privacy.
No, no, no.
Give Monsieur Poirot my room. I will be quite comfortable in the salon car.
Mademoiselle Poirot, he will not hear of such a thing.
I insist. I will not compromise the hospitality of the train.
Oh, if I must turn you out, why then you will stay in the room of Miss Olson. I am sure she will not mind.
Oh yeah, because they're both women.
No, really, it isn't necessary.
No. Poirot has spoken. The matter is settled.
I will speak to the lady at once.
Isn't that the lady we help? Miss Olson? Or is that someone else, I think?
Loin of this, leg of that. I am not eating the flesh of the animals.
In America, if it has fur, we either eat it or wear it. As my daughter always says, there's a lot America could teach people in other countries, if they'd only wake up and listen. She says one day you'll be able to go into a restaurant in Istanbul and order a hamburger. What do you think of that?
Why would you want to do such a thing?
Why? Everybody wants a taste of home.
I expect the Turks would agree with you.
Exactly. That's what my daughter says. It's only a matter of time and Turks will love hamburgers.
You will be sufficiently amiable to place in my compartment a bottle of mineral water before I retire this evening.
Certainly, Your Excellency.
For dinner, I shall have chicken cooked without sauces. Also, some boiled fish.
I am very sorry, Your Excellency. There is no chicken or fish on the menu.
Oh. Is he chef for this journey? The German?
Oui, Your Highness. The cooking of Monsieur Klaus is admired all over Europe. It is a coup that the train has secured his services.
Very well, I will have lamb. Again, without sauces.
You've got to put it over big, whatever you're selling.
Sure, that is what I say all the time. With motor cars, it is no half measures.
This steak is excellent.
The pork is also very nice.
Say, we haven't been introduced.
That is very true. We haven't.
You are not eating.
I haven't much appetite this evening.
How could I be so lucky to have found you?
You found me? Only after I chased you across 3 continents.
The statues in the baggage car?
Yes, I saw them loading the crate myself. They were very careful.
Huh. They better be. If it's damaged, I might enjoy owning a railroad. Who knows?
Always
Travel
miss
often
the
by train
words.
in your profession, mademoiselle?
Yes, I do.
You are a person most fortunate.
I'd rather fly.
Ah, mais non. Not for me are the aeroplanes, with their sudden changes of altitude and the capricious tossing about of the passengers by the weather très mauvais. No.
In business, speed is often more important than comfort.
No, it is more than the comfort. The trains, they lend themselves to the romance and the intrigue. All about us are people of all classes, of all nationalities, of all ages. They sleep and eat under one roof. They cannot get away from one another. And at the end of the 3 days, they part. They go their several ways, never perhaps to see each other again. For a few moments only, the skilled detective has the chance to study his fellow travelers, to watch their little stories unfold beneath the microscope of the trained eye.
Tell me what you see.
You as well, mademoiselle. We will make the little game of it, n'est-ce pas?
Listen.
One must look, one must listen at all times. If you were to listen at the door of any compartment...
Okay, let me check. Okay, 14 minutes until outbreak. Okay. So we're doing good.
One must listen at all times. If you were to listen at one must...
Oh. Let's are starting in less than 9 minutes. I think the game crashed.
Monsieur Poirot?
Okay, we're going to quickly get through this.
This fool tries to sell me a cleaver with no style or grace. Tell him which is the better cleaver for the hacking of meat.
The cleaver in your right hand.
This inferior At last, you arrived.
Sorry, I'm trying to hurry up and get through this.
Monsieur Poirot?
Now see here,
And I tell you...
well, they are quite...
Gentlemen.
What have we?
Young lady, set...
Yes, of course, I live in...
We have to wait.
And an Isnik.
Just borrow.
How dare...
It's the principle.
I don't...
Then permit us...
This stall, the merchant... I need to... Fine, hand-woven... boxes of... I need to...
Ah, did you bring us a...
Or an easy...
Here I prefer...
It is, of course...
Knows her own mind.
Thank you, young woman.
Let me...
Her Excellency.
I beg your pardon.
Then you are in...
I expect she can buy it.
Apparent.
I appeal to you.
Have you by chance?
I haven't seen.
If you could help...
Buckets of... I'm not... What is that? I won't do that. Could this be?
But yes.
I still...
Oh.
If you'll come with...
Oh.
Yeah.
Hector,
Yes, Mr. Rat.
who do they...
Tourists, I expect.
Huh. Well,
Excuse...
well, hello.
Please, do not...
French, right? Are you
Yes, will you pardon us?
What's the rush? We have plenty.
Must I summon the police?
No, there's no...
Okay, because I don't want this game to crash again, if an ad break starts, I'm going to have to play through it. So I'm sorry if you guys miss anything fully. But because this game doesn't have a full screen mode, and I forgot to attach my second monitor, there's no way for me to perform it without that. That's the game. That's the thing with older games. Sometimes they're automatically full screen. But the only way to go around it is to...
Tickets, but no one...
So I'm going to play full ad break, but because let me see here.
But I must travel this evening to London. It is of the most importance. My friend, Monsieur Bou, director of the line, assured me of a room aboard the Calais coach.
I am sorry, monsieur. It is incredible. It is off-season, yet the world elects to travel tonight. Not a single room remains.
Pardon me, messieurs. I'm Antoinette Marceau from the Istanbul office.
Are you quite well, Mademoiselle Marceau? You are flushed and winded.
I'm fine, really. It was something.
By the train,
Mademoiselle.
I work for you. I would have known.
You enjoy the stud?
Oh, the stud.
Merely what?
Legwork.
As you say.
My scrap. What is your name?
Pierre Mich.
I've seen your name on.
Thank you, Mad.
Then Stra.
Perhaps, monsieur.
Please give Monsieur.
It is taken, ma.
But number 16 is a.
Nevertheless, a monsieur.
He does not.
We must find.
Mademoiselle.
Let me see your pa.
I have an extra plan. As you can see.
There are.
Only.
No, merci.
Of course.
Good day. Give Monsieur.
Mademoiselle?
I insist.
No, if I must turn.
No, really.
No.
I will speak.
Loin of this, leg of that. I am not eating the flesh of the animals.
In America, if it has fur, we either eat it or wear it. As my daughter always says, there's a lot America could teach people in other countries, if they'd only wake up and listen. She says one day you'll be able to go into a restaurant in Istanbul and order a hamburger. What do you think of that?
Why would you want to do such a thing?
Why? Everybody wants a taste of home.
I expect the Turks would agree with you.
Exactly. That's what my daughter says. It's only a matter of time and Turks will love hamburgers.
You will be sufficiently amiable to place in my compartment a bottle of mineral water before I retire this evening.
Certainly, Your Excellency.
For dinner, I shall have chicken cooked without sauces. Also, some boiled fish.
I am very sorry, Your Excellency. There is no chicken or fish on the menu.
Oh. Is he chef for this journey? The German?
Oui, Your Highness. The cooking of Monsieur Klaus is admired all over Europe. It is a good that the train has secured his services.
No doubt. Very well, I will have lamb. Again, without sauces.
You've got to put it over big, whatever you're selling.
Sure, that is what I say all the time. With motor cars, it is no half measures.
This steak is excellent.
The pork is also very nice.
Say, we haven't been introduced.
That is very true. We haven't.
You are not eating.
I haven't much appetite this evening.
How could I be so lucky to have found you?
You found me. Only after I'd chased you across 3 continents.
The statues in the baggage car?
Yes, I saw them loading the crate myself. They were very careful.
Huh. They better be. If it's damaged, I might enjoy owning a railroad. Who knows?
You travel often by train in your profession, mademoiselle?
Yes, I do.
You are a person most fortunate.
I'd rather fly.
Ah, mais non. Not for me are the aeroplanes, with their sudden changes of altitude, and the capricious tossing about of the passengers by the weather très mauvais. No.
In business, speed is often more important than comfort.
No, it is more than the comfort. The French, they lend themselves to the romance and the intrigue. All about us are people of all classes, of all nationalities, of all ages. They sleep and eat under one roof. They cannot get away from one another. And at the end of the 3 days, they part. They go their several ways, never perhaps to see each other again. For a few moments only, the skilled detective has the chance to study his fellow travelers, to watch their little stories unfold beneath the microscope of the trained eye.
Tell me what you see.
You as well, mademoiselle. We will make the little game of it, n'est-ce pas? One must look, one must listen.
That would not...
Proper? The student of crime must also be the student of human nature. Oh, what better way to make the study? I will illustrate. Mademoiselle Marceau, you are facing the entire car, whereas Poirot, he sits with his back to most and is only observed upon entry. Start with the table farthest away, the 3 ladies. Tell me about them.
Even with the length of the car between us, one can tell that.
Oui, it is true what you say. And yet, she seems to be a woman quite amiable and without malice.
One is a Swedish missionary from a school near Gemlik on the Bosporus. She is also very uncomfortable in unfamiliar surroundings and gets lost easily.
That is truly wonderful. How did you arrive at this?
I helped her find the train inside the train station.
Well, it is an important lesson that. When you know the facts, why bother with the clues?
The younger woman is British from her accent. She seems very capable and down to earth. If we'd been at school together, I believe we would have been friends.
Oui, she has a strong character, that one. Perhaps the strongest among us. But she is a mystery nonetheless.
Why do you say that?
You observed her embrace of the most passionate kind with a proper English gentleman this afternoon?
Yes, I did. Very un-English of both of them.
As you say. And yet now she sits at another table, indifferent to him and his glances.
Lovers quarrel?
What can have happened in so short a time for the lovebirds to fly from the light into the darkness? A good beginning. And what is there to say about the tanned British gentleman?
He has spent much time in the tropics.
Oui. Some far-flung corner of the British Empire. India, perhaps.
Military, I would say, from the way he carries himself.
Very good.
He's not as proper as he looks.
For he is so in love, it breaks down all the inhibitions.
They are married, but not to one another.
What did she say to him? Huh? Not now. Not now. When it is behind us, then.
They are waiting for the divorce to be final.
Perhaps. Tanned, military, or posting in Egypt, perhaps, or India. And now the grand lady who sits alone.
I'd say royalty, a princess. Russian, probably.
Oh, no. You will not play the same trick on Poirot twice. Alors, she too you have met?
I did a small service for her earlier today.
She has the very grim exterior, that one, but there is something about her, huh? A twinkle in the eye, perhaps? No. I think she is not quite so much the dragon as she appears. Alors, and across from her sits...
Hildegard Schmidt. Yes, I met her too. Quite unpleasant for a lady's maid. They're usually such mild creatures.
Vraiment. She also has sent her plate back to the chef twice for adjustments. Very particular about the cuisine. It would be nice if the menu was more varied. We march. This large table nearest the kitchen now, with the three gentlemen. What can you see?
The Americans, we are a commercial
The
traveler.
Irishman appears to be a commercial traveler of some sort.
Wait, he carried the sample case when he boarded the train. Yet, I wonder. The case, it was quite small. Yet he seems very fit, does he not? The suit of such questionable taste, he can barely contain the muscles.
Can't a commercial traveler be athletic?
C'est possible.
The Italian sells motor cars. He's very enthusiastic about cars in general.
Oui, a salesman to his very soul, I would say.
The Englishman is very quiet.
He certainly does not share the enthusiasm for conversation of his companions. A superior sort, with a disapproving expression. That suggests nothing to you?
I'm afraid not.
A gentleman's gentleman, as the British would say.
A valet. Yes, I can see him pressing trousers and shining shoes.
And now, as discreetly as possible, observe the young couple directly behind me.
Her dress is exquisite, very expensive. And the jewels. Ah, she's lovely. The kind of woman a man would marry and lavish gifts upon.
It is very romantic, is it not? And yet I detect the melancholy in your voice, mademoiselle.
I'm sorry. I expect it's jealousy. I grew up in Jucar, a small town near Avignon. My parents wanted me to stay in Jucar and marry well, but I rebelled.
Ah.
Have you never rebelled, Monsieur Poirot?
These days, not so much, I fear. Rebellion, it is for the young.
I went to England too, to university, then out here to Istanbul. I wanted to get as far away from Jucar as I could. I wanted mystery, adventure, romance. I became a clerk. No mystery, no adventure, and certainly no time for romance.
Poirot is not so much the expert on romance. Yet mystery and adventure may be closer than you think.
The man is very handsome, aristocratic. He dresses as an Englishman, but his accent is Hungarian, I think.
Oui, a diplomat, I believe, fiercely in love.
Fiercely?
The man who makes the unwanted advances to his young wife would suffer for it. And now, to the last table, where the older gentleman has been glancing this way throughout dinner.
The older man's name is Ratchet, an American. Very coarse and brutish, despite the fine clothes and table manners. He forced his attentions on me in the bazaar today. I think he's been trying to renew the attempt all through dinner. He keeps looking this way.
Most would see the smiling round face with the pink cheeks and the brilliantly white teeth that are false and say, there sits a benevolent personality indeed.
There is no smile in his eyes.
No, there is a dark fever in them. Not a benevolent man, not a nice man at all. And forgive me, mademoiselle, but I do not think that he has been watching you. Poirot is the unfortunate victim of his interest this evening.
The younger American man is named Hector.
He probably knows Geralt is a detective.
Very open and pleasant. He's Mr. Ratchet's secretary, I believe. But I don't think he's very happy.
It's something about tall statues.
Perhaps an acquaintance worth cultivating for an attractive young lady traveling alone?
Monsieur Poirot, I would never be so forward.
Oh, but it is 1934, mademoiselle. Young ladies are forward. Even those from Juka.
Hector, I'm not having dessert.
I thought I might try the...
You go get started on those letters I dictated.
But I...
Yes, sir. I think I have the pleasure of speaking to Monsieur Hercule Poirot.
You have been correctly informed, monsieur.
My name's Ratchet. In my country, we come to the point quickly. Mr. Poirot, I want you to take on a job for me.
Oh,
Means big money.
goodness.
Big money. I'm a rich man. Rich men have enemies. I have an enemy.
Only one enemy?
Just what do you mean by that?
Monsieur, in my experience, when a man he is in a position to have, as you say, the enemies, then it does not usually resolve itself into one enemy alone.
I appreciate your point. Enemy or enemies, it doesn't matter. What matters is my safety. My life has been threatened, Monsieur Poirot. I'm used to taking pretty good care of myself. I'm not the kind of man to be caught napping, but you'll be extra insurance.
I regret, monsieur. I cannot oblige you.
Name your price.
I have been very fortunate in my profession, monsieur. I have made enough money to satisfy both my needs and my caprices. I take now only such cases as interest me.
What's wrong with my proposition?
If you will forgive me for being personal, I do not like your face, Monsieur Ratchet.
Adam. But he has a gun as well. So, he has a gun.
Train company employee. I have checked the baggage car for the supplies I ordered to be delivered here in Belgrade. There is no bacon. I will not make a breakfast tomorrow without the bacon. My reputation is at stake. Find me my bacon or I leave the train here and you can cook all the meals yourself.
Train company employee? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to look
That he really thinks. Whatness in dynamite coming from a German
Stop to
here.
take on supplies, mail, and to add the Athens-Paris coach. There will be few, if any, passengers in this weather.
Okay, so number 320. Also, she has on leather shoes and a coat. Oh, that. Someone was running.
Quite interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Number 3001. Let's go over here.
The architecture of the
Huh. Okay.
The attendant I saw boarding the restaurant car came through this gate. I suppose that woman was seeing him off.
Yep.
The attendant
Okay. Let's go this way.
This is our company representative from Istanbul? A woman?
Mademoiselle Marceau, this is Tailly, our engineer.
Are you ready to go?
I have been ready.
Can we reach Braun?
If any engine
I suppose.
company representative?
Klaus is missing a side of bacon.
He told me. I showed him the manifest. It was not on the Athens-Paris car.
How many passengers joined us here in Belgrade?
Only one. A Greek doctor, I believe.
I think I saw the Athens-Paris coach attendant board the restaurant car just now.
Really? He should be back in the Athens-Paris coach.
report.
From the station master.
It is not good, I'm afraid. Heavy snow is forecast for the mountains. The passes between Vancouver and Broad will fill up quickly.
Good evening, monsieur.
Okay. So... Okay. He is missing a side of bacon, but it wasn't only a manifest.
Serbian, I suppose. It would have to be Serbian. It is frustrating not... Antoinette, you're in Belgrade. You can't... If only I spoke...
Okay, they're in Serbian. So, his bacon was not only manifest.
Bloody awful weather.
The train better get moving soon. The passes west of here fill with snow pretty fast. Back in 29, there was a train trapped up there for a week.
Ah, Colonel Arbuthnot, isn't it? And Mr. McQueen.
That's right. Say, you're the company representative, aren't you? I heard there was one on the train.
I don't suppose either one of you has seen a side of bacon lying about.
Can't say that I have.
Yes, well, I've all the fresh air I need, if you'll excuse me.
I'll be getting along then, too. Don't...
The fountain looks right...
Okay, let's go over here. So the bacon wasn't only manifest, but seems like he was expecting it. No, honey, this way.
We can't afford to lose our chef.
But where? Okay.
Belgrade Station. Not quite... The architect...
Let's see. I was a side of bacon, but we can't go back on the card there.
The engineer...
Okay, yes.
Antoinette.
Maybe I need to talk with him.
Do you speak...
I am a
Can you read...
A little.
Could you read some tags?
Yes,
Ah, good.
From the looks of it, that crate contains more carrot juice than Prague will ever need.
Oh, that's a lot of carrot
This, I
juice.
believe, toilet paper, mademoiselle. That appears to be a box of golf balls.
Okay.
Nina, we have found Klaus's beacon, mademoiselle.
Will you take it to?
At once.
There it is. Und off we go. Again.
I do not protest the addition of you in my room, miss. You have helped me, and I am glad of the company, and I am a Christian lady whose heart is filled with charity.
Fine, that's settled then.
But I have already been picking out the lower bunk for me, because I am afraid of the heights and the sudden stops of trains, and I would not like to return to the children broken.
The upper bunk will do fine for me. I'll look forward to the adventure.
And now, miss, excuse me, please. I will go to the WC, as you call it.
I was educated in England, but I'm French.
Oh? I was educated in Sweden, and I'm Swedish. You call it the toilet? Am I going to the toilet?
Mademoiselle Olsen, how you spend the next few minutes of your life is entirely your own private affair.
Yeah, it is.
One must look, one must listen at all times. If you were to listen at the door of any compartment, who knows what you may learn?
I'm still not sure I agree in principle, but perhaps I'd best give it a go.
Okay, so for those who don't know, WC, if you work here for our bad clean, was it bad clean coma? I believe the last installment of the Bad Clean series, WC, was also there. And remember what they stated. WC, in many places, is the washer closet. So the washer closet or bathroom. So yeah, in many places, WC is the washer closet, or the laboratory or bathroom. So yeah.
I can't hear through this wood. I'll need something to help me. Hello, Greta. Where...
I am giving the headache powder to the American lady. Oh, you must.
This wash basin... I cannot take these towels. I can't hear through the... I can't... can't hear through this wood. I'll need something to help me.
Let's see.
I cannot take quite modern. I can.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, you're right here. At the Palace Gulch. Let's see. So next would be Salon Car.
I enjoy winter, but
Oh, we got the cup. We also got the on a napkin.
the door is locked.
Oh, did we go the other way? Okay, I think we came this way. So, yeah.
I can't hear.
But look here, Colonel. Your policy in India is obviously self-defeating. You can't keep it as a colony forever, you know.
I don't see why not.
You probably wouldn't have seen why not back in 1776. But America is free as a bird now.
And suffering through one of the worst economic depressions in history, I believe.
You're not seriously suggesting that if the United States had remained a colony of England, we could have avoided a depression?
I don't see why not.
Not a sound. I can't hear anything. Not a sound. It's completely...
Interesting.
Not a sound.
Oh. But then again, it is cold outside.
It's completely...
Mademoiselle, what are you doing?
Michelle, you startled me. I'm testing. Monsieur Boost tells me there have been complaints from passengers that the compartments are not as soundproof as they might be, so I am testing to see if improvements can be made.
You are certainly being very thorough, mademoiselle.
I think I see where he went. I'll follow him at a distance.
Were you followed?
In all the time I've worked for the train line, I've never seen the inside of a baggage car.
It is not the most...
Nevertheless, I feel the more I learn about the trains, the more it helps me in my job.
Please return. I will see that all... Please, madame. Pardon me, mademoiselle.
The door to the baggage car is locked. It's locked.
Okay.
The door is...
This is getting interesting. Okay, so,
Sterling silver.
I mean, it's
I just
very
need
pretty.
very appetizing in other circumstances.
So great. The spirit bomb. What? Unlit spirit stove. I believe this fuel. All it needs is flame. Okay.
Your current course of action? It is a...
I won't do that.
You said it needed.
That this would be the choice of...
You said it needed flame. There's the flame right there.
These etching.
But also, Perrault just getting his additional sense.
I would expect nothing less than this. Even now. Quite oh my.
Okay. I guess talk this way?
I think I've heard. I think I've...
A startled bubble tone.
I think I... The door to the aft...
Okay. So we're the college coach.
I think I've...
Okay, elected.
I think I... I am very... I am... I think I've heard... I think I...
What is it that we need to do? Because he looked at door.
I enjoy winter.
I mean, do we need to set fire to dragons? I mean, maybe, but makes you wonder.
Your current course of action?
I won't do that. I just don't have the... Sterling's...
Does nothing strike you? I confess that you're...
That isn't going...
What the hell?
Does nothing strike... I am sorry. Your current... I am sorry. The good detective knows even the... I confess that your logic...
Maybe we missed something.
The door to the...
Does nothing...
Okay, maybe they missed someone to listen to. got tongues.
That isn't such a good idea.
Your current course. Oh, mademoiselle.
This is neither. That isn't going.
Mir.
The door to the back. I won't do that.
I confess that.
Okay, what the hell am I supposed to do? Maybe I missed someone. Let's see. I had to miss someone to listen on.
I think I've heard. I think I've heard all.
Whatever you're reading appears to distress you.
It doesn't matter.
I think I've heard all I.
Oh, Rudolph, it is a nightmare.
I know how hard all of this is for you. The only good thing about nightmares is that eventually we wake up.
Will you help me to be strong?
You are stronger than I, dearest. You have been through so much more.
My love, my love, my love.
I think I've.
Princess.
Mr. Snagsby is dismayed to see, standing with an attentive face between himself and the lawyer at a little distance from the table, a person with a hat and a stick in his hand, who was not there when he himself came in and has not since entered by the door or by either of the windows. Yet this third person stands there with his attentive face and his hat and his stick in his hands and his hands behind him, a composed and quiet listener. He is a stoutly built, steady-looking, sharp-eyed man in black of about middle age, except that he looks at Mr. Snagsby as if he were going to take his portrait. There is nothing remarkable about him at first sight but his ghostly manner of appearing.
Now, Schmidt, detectives are not so superhuman as Mr. Dickens suggests. They are as human as you or I. Now, I will rest for a short while.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Interesting.
I think I've. The door to the Athens. white mark. I think I've heard all. I think I've. I think I've. I think I've. I think I've. I think I've heard. I think I... I think I've heard. I think I... I think I've... I think I've...
That guy is the most stuck-up human being I've ever met, even for an Englishman.
Ratchet's a valet?
Yeah, master. Glad I'm not traveling in the same room with him.
Oh, I like everybody. And him, he is as quiet as a little mouse.
You're welcome to him, that's my view. Deal the cards.
I should return to my sleeping compartment.
Injured, Schmidt. Please stop your fussing.
Everyone, please. The pass is blocked with snow, nothing more.
Nothing more, he says. Nothing more? I can tell you there will be plenty more when I get in touch with my attorneys. American trains don't slam on the brakes in the middle of the night.
I expect they would if they were about to plow into a wall of snow.
I am afraid we may be here for some time. But this has happened before.
Happened before, has it? What kind of a way is this to run a railroad, I ask you?
At least the worst is over.
Goodness, an American woman.
Monsieur Poirot, I'm so sorry. I apologize for the train company, for Monsieur Booth, and for me personally.
Calm yourself, Mademoiselle Marceau.
Oh yeah, get out of bed.
Not even the engineer, who undoubtedly saved us from being buried by the avalanche.
You have sprained your ankle.
It is not Poirot who has sprained his ankle, mademoiselle. It is the train who has sprained it.
Yeah, the reason I do not sleep in the upper berths is to avoid pain.
Perhaps I should have slept on the floor. Thank you both for your attentions. If you would now please to allow me to suffer alone.
If you like.
What can the children of her school be learning?
and a call bell.
Yeah, I heard that too. Someone may be ill. I should aid their sickness.
No need to be alarmed. Let me have a look first.
Oh, wow. Oh, it's him again.
Ce n'est rien. Je me suis trompé.
Bien, monsieur.
Oh,
Is there drama or calamity?
It was Monsieur Ratchet, but he is well.
Then let us hurry back to sleep.
oh, that was the Mr. Burns style. Oh. Someone?
She's deeply asleep. I'd even hazard to call it the sleep of the just.
There you are. I've been ringing and
Oh,
ringing.
it's her.
I beg your pardon, madame. Voulez-vous quelque chose? You require?
There is a man in my compartment.
What?
But madame, as you can see, there is nowhere a man could hide himself.
I woke up and a man was there. I felt it.
You say yourself, madame, that your door was bolted. How did he enter? How did he depart?
Avalanches. Intruders. What's next?
What they tonight. Or maybe he saw he was in the wrong compartment.
What now?
He's probably like, oh, wrong compartment. But he said it was bolted, so maybe they came in but had some sort of access. Huh? Weird.
This door is... The door is locked.
But if he saw her, or whoever go that way. So it had to be locked from the inside of there. Hello, Vegas. We're back, yeah. Welcome back, so heads up. We're playing Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express. So, yeah, that's what we're playing here. The only thing is that because it's only available full screen, I can't see when an ad break starts. So I'm unsure of when an ad break is starting or will start. Because many older games were usually played in a default full screen. And there's no option to set it to windowed. So yeah, if an ad break is starting, I've been trying to count during intervals to see when it happens. But yeah, we're playing Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express.
Mademoiselle, please.
Michelle, who was the woman in the scarlet kimono?
I am sorry, mademoiselle. I was updating the inventory of the Calais coach supplies. I did not see her face.
Did you hear a thud a moment before I appeared just now?
No, I heard nothing, mademoiselle. Perhaps it was in the compartment next to yours, Monsieur Poirot, perhaps.
Has anyone been up and about?
Only you and the other lady. It
What's her
been
lady?
some time.
Oh, the American.
What compartment did she come out of?
I am not sure. One of the rooms in the middle of the car, I think. Madame Hubbard's, perhaps, or Monsieur Rachette. By the time I noticed her, she was moving away from me.
Has anything unusual occurred?
Well, there was the avalanche, of course. Later, Madame Hubbard insisted she saw a man in her room, but I could find no one.
Okay. Ad break, okay. Ad break, everyone. So let me put in the command here. Commercial. Oh, that's not how you spell it out. Okay, add break. Going to pause the game here on stage. just so that everyone is back here. So what we collected is that there was a lady in a kimono.
This door is...
This well, Miss Hubbard stated there was a man in her room. However, the rooms are bolted, so no one should be able to come in except for the doorway. So, Und when we try to go to the salon car,
Mademoiselle.
it's locked. But we saw the kimono lady go this way. It's locked, however. So that means that someone must have locked it on the other side.
This door...
I think we need to look at Mr. Ratchet again. Because remember, his skull light went off.
Mademoiselle.
Okay, he still says it. Okay.
I am sorry, mademoiselle. As I'm certain you know, there's nothing...
Yes, we go back to our room. Because he'll tell us not to disturb other passengers. But we can't really go anywhere else. Okay.
My daughter said it would be the easiest way in the world. Just sit in the train till I got to Paris. But now we may be here for days and days. And my boat sails day after tomorrow. How am I going to catch it now?
Thank you so much for the 12 things, Hugo.
I feel too mad to talk about it.
My sister, her children wait for me. What will they be thinking? They will be thinking bad things have happened to me.
I have business in Milano. A very rich gentleman with his eye on an Alfa Romeo designed by Enzo Ferrari himself. If I am late, I may lose the sale.
Say, you never said what line you were in.
That is very true. I didn't.
We may be here for days. Back in 29, there was a train trapped in the snow like this for a week. The passengers almost starved. I'm told they hunted wolves for food.
There's always cannibalism, of course. I remember one time up near Kashmir, I say. Old man, are you going to eat those rashers of bacon? They're quite nice.
What country is this anyway?
Yugoslavia, I believe.
Oh, one of those Balkan things. What can you expect?
You work for the train company?
Yes, but there isn't much I can do, I'm afraid. They'll send out a plow train from Broad. It's standard procedure.
I don't blame you. There's nothing anyone can do.
Monsieur Poirot is right, Mary.
Oh?
He said you are the strongest character among us. I agree.
Oh no. No, indeed. I know one far, far stronger than I am.
Who? Michel, you look almost ill. What is wrong?
Pardon-moi. Mademoiselle Marceau, Monsieur Poirot requests you come to his compartment at once.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
What has happened, Monsieur Poirot?
Murder, mademoiselle, of the most savage nature. I have ordered all of the train doors to the outside to be sealed, with the exception of the rear door of the Athens-Paris coach, so that the engineer and fireman of the train may keep the engine's boiler provided with the coal. It would become very cold in here otherwise without the steam heat. The attendant...
His name is Matteo, I believe.
Ah, Matteo will inform us immediately if anyone else attempts to depart the train. Fortunately, the only passenger in the Athens-Paris coach is Dr. Constantine here. He has examined the body. Doctor, Mademoiselle Marceau represents the owners of this train. You may speak freely.
Oh no! Who has been killed?
Ratchet.
Monsieur Ratchet.
I know it.
So what shall we do, mademoiselle?
Dr. Constantine, you must learn all you can about the murder.
Your faith in my powers is gratifying, miss. But already I have learned all that my expertise can tell me. I am no detective.
Okay, yeah. You have
We
to
must
contact
contact
them
the
somehow.
Yugoslavian police in Vinkovio Broad.
Yugoslavian police? Are you mad? They will detain us all for weeks while they trample evidence and bluster about with no idea how to solve a murder. If only we were in Greece.
Monsieur Poirot, I appeal to you. We cannot wait for the Yugoslavian police.
They will detain us all for weeks while they trample evidence and bluster about with no idea how to solve a murder. If only we were in Greece.
Take command of the investigation.
Oh, must I?
Oh yeah, we all know the longer a crime goes uninvestigated, the more difficult
We
it
both
becomes
know
to
the longer
solve.
a crime goes uninvestigated, the more difficult it becomes to solve.
Ah, yes, of course, I remember. You are the student of crime. And what you say is very true. All the same.
Monsieur Poirot, my job isn't much, but it's all I have. The avalanche, your injury, now a murder. If it isn't solved, I will lose my job.
No, you cannot be blamed. I will have a...
You can be on your way. We can avoid delays, annoyances, and 1,000,001 inconveniences for all the passengers.
I am addressing an important medical conference in London in 2 days.
Oui, c'est vrai. Any additional delay would be difficult.
Solve the mystery. All we need say when the police arrive is, here is the murderer.
Mademoiselle, use your own powers of observation. Alors, Poirot, he is confined to bed in the most serious of pain. How can he take command of anything?
In my scrapbook, I have a quote from you. How does it go? To solve a case, a man has only to sit back in a chair and think. Use the little grey cells of your mind.
I have often used the murderer's own words to spring my trap. And now I am caught by my own. Well done. Eh bien, mademoiselle, I will do what I can. I ask only that you do my legwork. This would appeal to you, I think.
You know it would.
I will issue to you the challenge I once made to my friend Captain Hastings. Accept, and we will play a little game between ourselves. You will need to use your own little grey cells as much as Poirot. And in the end, we will see if the student of crime is ready to graduate. Refuse? I will guide your investigations much more. Either way, the crime, it will be solved. It is an important decision you must make now, before we proceed. I will not ask again. Do you accept?
I am honored. I gladly accept the challenge.
Excellent. Now, if you reach an impasse, think only, what would Poirot do? Imagine that I am there beside you, offering counsel. It may help. So, we begin. Dr. Constantine, take her next door.
I know you'll state that you had a solution, Hugo, but I wanted to listen to all of that. So I don't want you to think that I was ignoring. Oh my goodness, he's dead. That is a dead man. Hugo has a dead man. So, because you probably wasn't here when we were learning about everyone, think of Mr. Ratchet as like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. He's like Todd, but much younger. Like, he's a rich old man who thinks he can just buy everything, and he has a secretary or assistant who is a young man, he's not quite nice too, really. So think of him as a 1930s boy, Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. That's what Mr. Ratchet is. Okay, so I just saw the one up here. I'm checking on my phone for all of the chat routines and stuff. You said you have a solution, heal them all. Then you have a vaccine or doctor, okay.
Has anything been disarranged in this compartment?
No, mademoiselle. I was careful not to move the body in making my examination.
Yep, he doesn't seem to be moved. Okay, we have a cigar. Teeth. Glass. An idol statue. Okay. This cigar has been smoked down to a small stop, even though the smell is unpleasant. Okay. The handkerchief is embroidered with the letter H. That work is quite intricate. A flat paper match. It has been used only for the cigar. Oh, a small scrap of burnt paper. It looks like there may have been writing on it, but I can't read. I can't read it from this side either. Burnt beyond recognition. Ratchets plus teeth. Very realistic. A thick glass tumbler found at Samuel Latch's bedside. Thank you so much for the team. There is some residue of a white powder visible at the bottom. I think I see a smudge. Wait.
I can't get them to fit. Something is wrong.
Oh, okay.
I am sorry.
It's a thick smudge, but we have a handkerchief. What is this?
I can't get... That isn't going to help. I won't do that.
This is a small metal statue of an Indian woman. It is like there must be conduxes. This must be conjugate or something.
I don't think that's appropriate. Oh dear! Someone must have stood there and stabbed him again and again.
There is something in the pocket of his pajamas. Something heavy. I did not disturb it.
Oh wow, they stabbed the shit out of him.
Egg!
115. That agrees with my calculations.
Oh, he was stabbed so many times.
How many wounds are there, Doctor?
I make it 12 wounds. 1 or 2 are so slight as to be mere scratches. On the other hand, at least 3 would be capable of causing death.
The wounds are scattered all over the torso.
Yes, and you see this wound here, under the right arm, near the right shoulder. Could you deliver such a blow? I have a pencil if you would like to try.
That won't be necessary.
How do you account for it?
This is like fun.
Ratchet thrashed.
On the contrary, he lay completely...
A left-handed.
But of course, that blow was almost certainly struck with the left hand. Yet some of these blows are just as obviously right-handed.
The murderer had unusually long arms.
Please let us not stray into the land of Poe with his murderous apes stuffing young girls of chimneys. I know something of apes. They kill by pummeling or crushing, not whittling away at their victim.
Maybe he was ambidextrous, where he could use both arms. Because in real life I'm ambidextrous. I could use both my left and I can also write with my right hand. But I can also use tools with our left hands or right hands too. So it could be that the murderer is ambidextrous.
Some wounds seem to have bled more than others.
You see these 2 wounds, here and here. They are deep. Each cut must have severed blood vessels, and yet the edges do not gape. They have not bled as one would have expected.
The murderer returned to make certain Ratchet was dead?
The idea is an absurdity, of course. Even one with no medical knowledge would have been able to tell the man was already quite dead.
Ratchet was already dead when those were delivered?
Some little time dead.
Can you estimate the time of death?
It is difficult to say exactly in these matters. The open window, the cold you understand, complicates an estimate. But I think I can say definitely that death occurred between midnight and 2 in the morning.
What is stopwatch?
Tell me something about the force of the blows.
Some were struck with a terrible ferocity as to drive the knife through hard belts of bone and muscle. Yet others seemed to be haphazard and at random, glancing off, doing hardly any damage.
Perhaps the killer was uncertain at first, then was overcome with a bloodlust.
Or perhaps the killer tired of his exertions, weakening, yet still enjoying himself too much to leave off.
Could there be 2 murderers?
Perhaps. Some blows could have been struck by a strong man or very athletic woman. Others are weak. A frail woman, perhaps.
Someone striking with their eyes shut? In a blind frenzy?
And struck so many times with their eyes closed to make sure they had managed to hit a vital organ or 2?
Doctor?
Yes, mademoiselle.
I'm going to update Monsieur Poirot on my progress. Will you make sure the scene of the crime remains undisturbed?
Certainly. I will remain vigilant.
Thank you. Monsieur Poirot.
Ratchet was already dead when those were delivered. The murderer returned to make certain Ratchet was dead. The murderer had unusually long arms. Ratchet was a left-handed murderer could easily strike them. Someone striking with their eyes shut in a blind frenzy. Perhaps the killer was unfortunate though, then overcome with a bloodlust. He didn't see murder.
And that is everything I've discovered so far.
We progress, mademoiselle. Now, let us see what we can learn.
What of the residue in the table? A sleeping powder, perhaps, such as that I found in the suitcase. It might explain why Monsieur Ratchet did not cry out when he was attacked.
A possibility. However, in my experience, the usual dose of a sleeping draught would not be strong enough to prevent awakening if one were violently attacked.
The small metal statuette. It is very old.
And possibly quite valuable. Take it with you. Learn more of it if you can.
I found only the cigar in the ashtray. No pipe.
Certainly, this is a clue masculine. Monsieur Ratchet smokes the cigar, lighting it with a round match, and someone else, still to be determined, smokes the pipe, lighting it with a flat match.
The broken watch tells us the time of death exactly.
Very convenient, the broken watches.
1:15. Well within Dr. Constantine's estimate of midnight to 2 a.m.
What you say is true.
The wounds tell too many different stories.
Oui, the matter begins to clear itself up wonderfully. The murderer was a man of great strength. He was feeble, it was a woman, it was a right-handed person, it was a left-handed person. Ah, c'est rigolo tout ça. And the victim, what does he do in all this? Does he cry out? Does he struggle? Does he defend himself? No. He awaits his doom with the greatest composure.
Right. So, Hugo, you weren't here for this. Mr. Ratchet has a gun with him. Because in the beginning, when he was trying to pay for Mr. Pearl here, to do some services for him, he said he has his own protection. Well, Mr. Ratchet showcased to him a gun. So I wonder, because Mr. Ratchet has a gun, why didn't he fire it if he knew that he had enemies?
The letter H can help us find the owner of the handkerchief.
A clue feminine, so dainty, and to have the letter embroidered upon it is so convenient. One cannot complain of having no clues in this case.
If a man killed Ratchet,
After the sociable smoke,
then the woman came in later, not noticing he was dead, and attacked him as well.
also not noticing that she had dropped her handkerchief. Very fortunate for us that she was so unobservant.
Are the false teeth important?
Only to one who must wear them. And why you took for yourself the false teeth of the dead man is not for Poirot to ask. But I hope they prove themselves as useful to you as they undoubtedly did to him. Merci, mademoiselle. There are still...
But yeah, Ratchet had a gun with him, because he stated he knew he had at least one enemy.
This is not the time to wander. I must... I should keep my...
I did not close the window despite the chill.
Cellophane.
Take care.
Surely sellotape would help. It's there.
Take care. Take care.
Regardez, mademoiselle.
Sleep ring
Won't
dropped.
find nothing else. I won't find. I've already. I won't find.
Okay. The label says sleep ring taut. One teaspoon mixed with plaster will be taken at bedtime. The bottle is half empty. In other circumstances, I would call it half full. Oh, bad. Bad. Remember what she said. The tumbler had residue at the bottom. So usually for sleeping taut, if it's the recommended dosage, it wouldn't leave a residue. The only time an item in water or liquid would leave a residue is what? Is when there was too much added. Like how if you added sugar to your coffee, if you added too much, the rest would sink to the bottom or die to dissolve over time. Or if you added more water, it would just stay at the bottom as a residue. But if you put the appropriate amount of sugar into coffee, what would happen? It would quickly dissolve without any residue. What I'm thinking is that when they said that he was dead by the time he was stabbed, that means he was already dying of overdose from the sleeping taut. Because a teaspoon of the sleeping taut would kill him, but an overdosage of the amount would. It's like how you can easily use sleeping pills to go to sleep, but if you overdose on a sleeping pill or a sedative, it can be lethal or fatal. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking here. Because remember what she said, there was a residue. Once again, when would you usually have residue of any kind of powder substance or any kind of crystallized substance is when the abundance of the substance is greater than the mass of the liquid or item it's affiliated with. There's going to be a residue. And I have a feeling this is way more than 1 teaspoon. This looks to be way more than the recommended dosage.
Your current cost...
Doctor,
Yes, mademoiselle?
I'm going to.
Certainly.
Thank you. Monsieur Poirot.
No, Michael Holmes.
And that is every.
We
Remember the bottle I found in the suitcase?
Oui, a sleeping draught, and the bottle half empty. It would be instructive to learn if Ratchet took his usual dosage last night.
The footprints outside the window are important.
What did they say to you?
The killer may have fled the train.
And gone where? Still, they must be investigated. Merci, mademoiselle. There are still...
This is not the time to... This is not...
Dutch man's hat. I can see something written on the label. REV 1318.
There is something in the pocket.
Huh? Patches. They are made is possible. Okay, wait, they're round type.
At the moment.
What's that? A slightly used pipe cleaner. Nothing else of interest.
That doesn't make...
His gun.
On? It is bizarre. Why did he not defend himself?
Maybe because he already overdosed on the sleeping dosage. There looks to be scratches right here.
Doctor?
Yes, Mademoiselle Mar...
Nothing.
Carry on.
A small .32 caliber handgun. I expect that in spite of its size is quite deadly.
Ah, you're a...
And that is everything.
We progress, mademoiselle.
The box of message suggests the round one belonged to my shoulder.
Suggests the round one belonged to Monsieur Ratchet.
I concur.
The pipe cleaner and the handkerchief.
The pipe cleaner and the handkerchief are good clues.
Possibly.
The gun was on fire.
The gun was on...
He would certainly have defended himself if he had been able. For now, it might be better if you keep the gun with you for your protection. I would not like our collaboration cut short prematurely.
Oh boy. I found the inscription. REV 1318.
I found the inscription REV 1318 printed on the hatband of his hat.
A curious inscription indeed for the hat.
The burnt paper could be significant.
What strikes you as most important?
What was burnt and why?
Precisement.
But the paper is impossible to read.
It is possible that some of the writing on the paper can be made legible again if the scrap can be protected, flattened, and held firmly in place while the heat is applied. I will need something with which to handle the paper most delicately, 2 objects of metal netting that we can place it between, and a source of constant heat. Collect these items, and we will see what we shall see.
I should look for the items Monsieur Poirot...
I think we have them. These are Monsieur Poirot's garling dogs. I have seen plenty of use. They appear quite delicate and precise.
I confess that you're...
I am having trouble.
Mademoiselle.
No.
Excellent.
Okay. Oh.
I am having...
Mademoiselle, you are having the difficulties obtaining something with which to handle the burned paper? Also the...
No.
Excellent.
We have them. Wait. A cup? Yeah.
This doesn't seem to work. Something is wrong. This doesn't... Something is...
Okay,
I am having...
Mademoiselle, you are having the difficulties obtaining something with which to handle the burned paper? Also the two objects of metal netting and a source of constant heat?
Metal netting.
No, I...
Excellent.
Objects of metal netting. Two objects of metal netting. Is it this?
Those don't work. Something is...
Wait.
Those don't work.
What? Wait.
The lamp is now lit.
There we go.
The good detective knows even the most useful... Your current course of...
I don't think that...
Oh, baby. Metal lining. We got this metal lining on the piece of paper.
I can't get...
Huh? Will we get rid of this?
Those don't...
Okay. Let's go back over
having trouble.
Mademoiselle, you are having the difficulties obtaining something with which to handle the burned paper? Also the two objects of metal netting and a source of constant heat?
No. Two objects. The metal netting. Like a wire mesh? Like something that's on fire? Metal netting. Because we have something to handle the paper. Two objects of metal netting. Let's see.
It's locked. The door is... The door to the...
Okay. Objects of metal netting.
It's locked.
Okay.
I
Object.
enjoy winter.
What was thrown? Hatch is that a hatchet? I think that's a hatchet. All objects of metal netting.
Quite beautiful. I have more important... I have more... Sterling's... Sterling's... It's locked. The door...
I need so many glasses. Why? Just look all the glasses. You saw how many glasses I took? Oh.
I would expect no.
Hubbard. Wait. A button. This button appears to come from a conductor's uniform. I wonder there is a uniform missing a button.
The good detective.
I can't see anything. I see nothing remote.
This is the wrong kind of hat frame. No, this hat frame will not work.
Okay.
I'll put this into my
Nothing else. I won't find nothing else.
Okay, scrapbook. Okay, we'll meet here. Maxim's his love, of course. So to your beautiful grandchildren, I'm sorry we'll only have the one night before you sail home, but the memories of your visit with us as you begin your tour will be remains. Yours are all behind you as you dive aboard. And Maureen, okay.
I don't think that's a... I see nothing. I can't see anything of interest.
The good.
I've already...
Her coach is connected to Ratchet's room. Did you guys, because remember what they said, the backbones are connected to two coaches. Let's get this back to the Pearl.
I am having...
Mademoiselle.
Yes, I'm a...
Very well, let me see. The curling tongs for my moustache will work well to manipulate the burnt paper. Now then, we will also need an old-fashioned woman's hat box and a source of constant heat.
Okay, an old-fashioned woman's hat box.
It's locked fast.
door.
An old-fashioned... A princess.
That will do. This looks like a puzzle box. That isn't right. I tried, but it doesn't. That wasn't right.
Okay.
I tried, but it doesn't. That isn't right. I am lost.
Okay.
I tried. I can't seem to get the piece. That isn't right. I don't think... I am lost. I don't think... That isn't right. This is... That isn't right. I can't seem to... That isn't right. This is...
Okay.
I don't think that... I can't seem to... That isn't right. I can't see... This is...
Okay.
That isn't right. I can't see...
Okay, what?
This is...
Okay. So left, right, up.
I don't think... I tried. I am lost.
Okay, left, right, up.
I don't think... That isn't right. I can't seem to get... This...
Okay. This thing.
You got it, Mecca. Red heart emoji.
That isn't... I don't think... this... That isn't right. I tried. That wasn't right. I can't see. That isn't... And now, let's see what... I don't normally go about taking...
We put it all.
I can't see... The door isn't...
Okay. Look at it. He has a picture of a young girl inside. She looks vaguely familiar. Curling thongs. Und a paper.
This doesn't seem...
Huh?
You presume...
Something is... I am having...
Mademoiselle, you are having the difficulties obtaining...
Yes, I'm...
Very well, let me see. The curling tongs for my moustache will work well to manipulate the burnt paper.
Those don't work.
What?
This doesn't seem... Those don't...
Smiley face emoji.
Thank you. Let me think here.
can't get... Those don't...
Okay.
Something is... This doesn't seem... I can't get... Those don't work. I can't get... I'm having...
Mademoiselle, you are having the difficulties obtaining something with which to handle the burned paper? Also the two objects of metal netting and a source of constant...
Yes, I'm a...
Very well, let me see. The curling tongs for my moustache will work well to manipulate the burned paper. Now then, we will also...
Oh, wire meshings.
It's locked. I don't need any... The door is locked.
No, this hat frame will not work. Quite interesting. The hat frame must be of wire mesh.
Wire mesh.
It's locked fast. This door is...
Okay. Tactical structure. Mine tackles too. So they must share a bottle.
A single pipe smoker about and all road.
And rolls.
I've already...
Is that the wire mesh? It says count. is that? So, okay, we're going to try this. Let's see if it works. These are brick and pipe cleaners. Ugh.
Something is...
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Those don't work. This doesn't seem... Those don't work. This doesn't seem...
Let's go back out.
The door isn't... This door... I won't find... Nothing to...
Regardez, mademoiselle.
I won't find... I see nothing. There are no... This door... It's locked. Nothing to... I see nothing.
Thank you so much.
This is the wrong...
Well, there's not many.
The hat frame.
I won't find...
Regardez, mademoiselle.
it's locked. I don't need it. Perfect.
Goodness. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh, goodness, it's morning time here. What we're going to do here is we're going to get all this stuff to print, and then I'm going to save the game, and we'll get this on Thursday evening.
I have everything.
That is most pleasing.
I have all the pieces. All that remains. This doesn't seem... I can't get... This is neither the time...
Oh, mademoiselle.
I don't think... No, that... The paper is extremely fragile. I've already...
Mille pardon, mademoiselle, but that choice will not gain you. I am sorry, mademoiselle. Oh, mademoiselle.
Going to get this.
My heat source is now... I'd better see this... The curling tongs have the burnt paper.
Okay. It's on my nerves.
This is neither the...
There's nothing...
Remember little Daisy Armstrong?
Daisy Armstrong, c'est ça. I now know the real name of the dead man. And I know why he had to leave America.
Monsieur Poirot, I have documented that case in my scrapbook.
I remember the case. 10 years ago, Colonel Armstrong was an Englishman. He married the daughter of Linda Arden, the most famous tragic American actress of her day. They lived in the city of New York and had one child, 3 years old, whom they adored. 2 men snatched Daisy from the arms of her nursemaid. The police were convinced that the young woman had some knowledge of the crime and questioned her relentlessly. The enormous ransom was paid, but 2 weeks passed with no word from the kidnappers. And then there was a break in the case. 2 brothers named...
That's what we saw in the beginning.
And tracked to a farmhouse somewhere outside of the city. The Perkinsons were arrested at the farmhouse, where they and a woman not identified had been hiding. They were tried and convicted. At their trial, they implicated Cassetti, not only as the mastermind of the scheme, but the man who shot the little girl. The tearful testimony of the Perkinson brothers surprised many, but they admitted their guilt. And in America, the crime carries the maximum penalty. During the sentencing, the Perkinson brothers tried to make the escape. Jeffrey was captured, but not his brother Robert. And Cassetti had vanished without a trace. Madame Armstrong gave birth to a dead child born prematurely, and she herself died. The evening after the double funeral, a broken-hearted Colonel Armstrong returned to the family brownstone on Park Avenue, locked himself in his study, and shot himself. A body was discovered in the New York harbor shortly after Jeffrey Perkinson died in the electric chair. It was identified by a relative as Robert Perkinson. If he was a suicide or killed by Cassetti, was never known. Cassetti was still at large, seen now here, now over there, and still more tragedy was to follow. The police refused to believe the hysterical denials of the poor girl, hoping she might lead them to Cassetti. In a fit of despair, the poor girl threw herself from a window and was killed. It was proved afterwards that she was absolutely innocent of any complicity in the crime. Cassetti was the man, there can be no doubt. He had used the same methods in the past. Hired men down on their luck to do the dangerous work, but taking most of the ransom for himself. And always killing the victim if the police were closing in. He had many enemies, that one.
I cannot regret that he is dead.
I agree with you, mademoiselle.
Still, it is not necessary that he should be killed aboard one of our trains. There are other places.
Indeed. The investigation continues. And we progress, no? And now is the time.
Okay.
Goodness, it seems to have gone.
Mademoiselle, the engineer has just informed me. A rock from the avalanche, it struck the undercarriage of the coal tender. The pipe that carries the steam that heats the train is damaged. It must be repaired, or we will all freeze to death.
Could this be coincidence?
Okay, we're going to save it there. Save it there. This is what I mean when I say alter games. Really, I shall play them for hours. Goodness, I have a feeling we're not even in the main area, because we're now on chapter 2. So let's go to the main menu. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to. It's literally. It's almost 7 a.m. here. I need to get some rest. But yeah. Wow. So from what we were told, that Mr. Ratchet is actually Cassetti. The one that escaped. The one that was informed had fled the country. And you know what is weird? Made him the same person? The fact that he usually tried to pay people down on their luck. Because you weren't here for this, Hugo, but he was trying to pay for Mr. Pearl's services to try and get rid of an enemy. Because he's like, oh, Mr. Pearl, it's been a bit since your last mystery. Surely you're a man who needs money. But Mr. Pearl stated that he has as much money as he needs. But also remember, he carries a .32 caliber, probably the same weapon that killed that poor girl. But also is weird, Cassetti was the only one that wasn't captured. The Perkins ended up being captured separately, when they tried to escape or got arrested at the barn house. So it was believed as well that Cassetti led the country. So the person that was killed by Mr. Ratchet was Mr. Cassetti. So now we have a suspect from an old kidnapping murderer that's been killed. But now we still need to see who are the people that killed him. Remember, so this game is from 2006, so it's officially over 20 years old. So this is a part of the Wayback, because it's anything from 2007 and younger, or 2006 or younger. So it's still considered Wayback because it's officially 2 decades old. So it's a Wayback. So what we're going to do is, it's been 3.5 hours. Usually I would see about waiting someone. Maybe we can here, but we'll get back to this on, let's see. You know what? Okay, so I'll take a break on Thursday. Thursday I will take a break. On Friday, we'll get back to it. Friday will be Flashback Friday, where we go back to a game that we haven't completed. So, Thursday today, I'm going to let my voiceless here. For Take a Break Thursday, and then Friday will be Flashback Friday, where we visit back to a game that we haven't completed. In this case, Murder on the Orient Express. So yeah, that is the setup for Friday. Okay. So I did have fun here. I know we started a stream later because of technical problems. I figured out that my microphone had an update. It actually was it was 3 patches behind, so it was giving out that old interference. So after I kind of got it patched up, everything is working clearly now. So what I'm going to do here, I know it's late, don't worry, Friday's theme for Flashback Friday won't be this late, since we got the main global fix. Let me get some late music from us. I'm going to see who is on so we can rate them. Dankeschön. Thank you so much, Hugo, for the power tool. finally I found someone. Okay. Ugh. Okay, set it up here. We're going to lay Mesa. I hope I cancel. Never mind. Okay, there we go. So we're going to lay Mesa here. Let the second part of our late music lead us out here. All odds or Pod Mesa coming up in pause or dismissed. So yeah, we're going to be playing Laying Mesa. She is playing Final Fantasy 14 right now. So please give her a follow. I'm not sure she's doing Savage Maze or the main story. So I'm going to now put us into entry now. As of 3 hours 42:57, they have officially ended the stream or going to be late fake. See you all on live tape. So we'll do part 2 of the Agatha Christie Express Murder Mystery shows of Lita Zane shows. See you later.